And we're live. Oh God. Anyone is in the chat, I think it's just me and Flat Reflection. Please let me know if you can hear me. There's a few in. This is really, really spontaneous. I've just filmed. Oh, and I got a text straight away. Oh, dear, isn't it professional? And I won't be on long, but I'll be on for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's just to give everyone a heads up, and it feels like I've been away forever. And it's all right here. That's all that matters. Flat Reflection. If you can hear me, Festival of Light, John Francis have just popped in. We've got good ship lollipop, Twinkle D, and a few others. Doctor Who's in the house. I'm just basically giving people a heads up that my new video is near enough finished. I've just got to do my thoughts. Shakti, my Sherry, Analoni. So, and people should be excited. I don't care if we get trolled and berated. It's been since I've been 12. This video has been coming. Christy C, I'll give everyone a shout out in a minute because I appreciate guys just popping on as soon as you saw me here live. It's just giving everyone a heads up. I've had a hectic week or so. I'd have had the video earlier, but I didn't want to really go into too much detail. But one of my daughters was in A&E, which in the States called ER, emergency room. Basically, she was really, really ill. So I've not slept. She's getting better though. So please have her in your prayers. And she's getting better. But that's what delayed it even more. We was joking, because she's getting better now in the last couple of days. I said, you know what, you stop this video, you'll have all the fuckers kicking off. So I'm just a little bit behind. So I just want to let everyone know it's coming instead of just posting on the tab. Let you see my face, unfortunately. Yeah. And hopefully I might even be tomorrow or Tuesday. And I'm going to give people a quick shout out for, actually come in and see me live. I really do appreciate it because we've got Shakti, we've got Mark Lewis, Christy C, Shakti, I said, Rhonda Isa, Wee Mad Hatter, love the name, Shakta, Slowburn 1, Christy C, Julia Hall, Paul Johnson, My Sherry, Analoni, Twinkle D, Good Ship Lollipop, love that name, John Francis, Doctor Who, we always love the Doctor Who, Flat Reflection, Smelly Cat, and myself, and a few others that'll come in now. So, what to expect? Guys, I'm up to 1 hour and 22 minutes, and I even got to my thoughts. So, the premise of the video is, and I'm not hiding any fact, that since I did the celestial spell etymology, I've had a file lit under me arse. And if anyone has not watched it, please do before you don't have to, but it's just a premise of the video. Good time, as you said, I've watched your videos and I still don't understand Janice's. Neither do I. That's the beauty of it. Is he and she is nothing but everything. And it's all an interpretation. Simple mind. So what I would say is, if anyone's not watched it, watch it. If you don't want to, that's fine. But basically, I've broken down the video of the word celestial to talk about a chamber, burial chamber, temple. And as soon as I did that, it was a case of me remembering like a flashback as you do as a child. And I'm like standing in front of the class, everyone laughing, teacher laughing. And there's me like, as you do, like I'm doing a video now, Shane Sturgis, hope you're well, brother. And this video, it's got the lot in it. Again, it's a what if. Morgan, welcome. I didn't want to pronounce that next name. Yeah, there's really Janice in regard to the moon. You can have Janice, you can have Jana, in reflected both the sun and the moon. But the next video is It's not even on the stars as such. It's me looking at evidence to show that we are in a chamber or in an enclosed system. And what I found everyone else has looked at for a long time, theorized on, but in this package, do you know what I mean? I mean, I'll give a little bit away. Oh well, I don't know. Should I? You know, can we wait? But no, one of the biggest things that people talk about in all communities is the lies of NASA, etc. And let me just look for the picture so I can show you guys so I don't have to come off. I've not got it. Anyway, so one of the big things that they talk about is the blue marble. And obviously it's photoshopped because it has to be. Now, I've done a video a long time ago on monumental cemeteries, and I spell etymology the word marble to show the dead, spiritually dead, etc., and a few other things. Some of you guys who followed me for a long time would have seen that. So you can think about it, why call it the blue marble? So basically, marble means dead, spiritually dead, El of Elohim, divine, God, whatever. And I'm telling you, could we be in a chamber, burial chamber? And they've named it that. So you can see the point of some of the things that I've put in the video. Again, most of you will see it and go, yeah, that's not new. But together, you will see it and go, you know what I mean? And some of the stuff, it's honestly, guys, you know, I get really excited and get a little child, but for the week I've had for it to be complete turnaround, and I'm buzzing. I'm like, when I research, and I mentioned it in the video. So when I research, I'm doing my stuff, I'm researching, I'm thinking, I'm putting things together, and I'm like, what would you guys say if I put this picture? And I try to think. Well, you guys talk about underworld, dream world, yeah, they're all of the above. And the stuff that goes in together will have you going wild. I mean, if some of you guys, so that's what I always say. If some of you don't follow me on Twitter, you don't see some of the I let little clues in. You know what I mean? And I'll show you. You know what? I'll be generous because you guys have come out with your own time. And some of the things I've posted this week on my channel, because it's from some of the book of signs, and it's got to do with the video. So you can just see on the screen. See, the Romans named the days of the week after the planets, right? And you have Sunday, die solis, basically Sunday. But for all the stuff that I've looked at, and I don't know why it's never twigged, you know, we have a joke. If you have a little, you know, one of those moments there, you've had a blonde moment, or, you know, like a Homer Simpson drooling. But look at the word in Latin, day, D-A-Y, is dies. D-I-E-S, yeah. That die, that die, you were dead, that person has died. So every day when we go to sleep, in essence, do we die and are reborn the next day? Already talking about the planets, the gods. We're going from Sunday, which actually turns into sun die, Mund die, Tuesday. Not a bad accent, but it has die in it. And in this video, Garnaball, welcome. I'm not too bad at that. I'm just actually, what's that? My bank accused me of money laundering, long story, and wrote my last name, my vestry, which means Death Star. That is cool, but I'm sorry about you, the accusing you of that. Yeah, I'll get into the chat in a minute, but basically what the video is about me showing you that we are in an enclosed system using what proofs and ideas people have talked about from Enoch through the Mundus Subterraneus. Because if you think about it, guys, people get really heated in the community talking about we are on a ball. No, we are flat. No, we are convex, concave. What have I been saying for years, guys? What if we are actually in an enclosed system, but it's underground, and we're all of the above? How about that? So this is just me basically showing you, and some of the things, like for instance, why in Latin, why is it a day mean to die? And why I've not saw that before. So think about it. This celestial heavens, you can call them Elohim, gods, the fallen, cast out. We all agree, and so they have sinned. So we're talking about some sins, cast out, death, and they've named it the blue marble, and that means to die, spiritually dead, and all things like that. So, yep, Miguel Montoya's talking about people believe in Creator Earth. But after this video, if you do not go, you have a point, at least, guys, if you don't say, at least you have a point, I don't know what I must have done something wrong. Because you think about it, in a crater, flat, concave, in my opinion, you're inside an enclosed system. And I can't say what it is. You saw some of the videos in the past, but I can even show you why the Masons have a certain sign and what it actually could refer to. So all this is in it. But you know what I mean? It is just, honestly, I am so excited. I've been excited about before, but because I've been talking about this in my own head and to people who know me in person since I was 12, like I said, for anyone who's just joining, I got up in class because they were asking what you think this world is. I stood up and got laughed at by the teacher and everyone in the class, and it doesn't faze me because I know everyone. I've always been this weird. I've always had this opinion of it doesn't, you know what I mean? And yes, I can contradict myself in some days, experimental, elemental, and I've always said we're in underground. Now these have changed over the years. People talking about, like I said, flat Earth, Creator Earth, and showing you, oh, this is a reflection on the moon. Listen, if we're in an enclosed system inside rock, why do you think things like Janos as Peter, father, but also Peter of the rock, on the rock, means rock. Jesus is known as the living rock, salt pile, salt of the earth. Everything can be talked about as from an enclosed system. And yes, people will say, is Janus in it? In essence, yes, but only because of this thing that I've shown. You know what I mean? So I've always trying to be looking for the truth. I have people accusing me of doing nothing. It's like, if you not watched my videos, it's all about an opinion and able to mold yourself and change with the times, change theories, don't stand rigid, and look what you can find. And what I found hidden in plain sight is breathtaking. I mean, just look at old quotes. I mean, this is not new because I've put it in old videos. And I'll show on screen. I'll read out for you guys. You can see the old Genesis quote. Right, so yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, that's she, dude. So it says Genesis, and this is about giants. There were giants in the earth in those days. In it, not on it. Could it be translation error? Could it be? Yes, it can. But that'd ruin my video, wouldn't it? So it's saying here, there were giants in the earth in those days. We have loads of Native Americans talking about ancient people coming out the earth, the ant people. Now think of how trippy this would be if we were actually in it. Like, is it Jules Verne and Center of the Earth type of thing, and that had an ecosystem? Could we be in something like that? Because we've got, these things happen. Am I saying these are fact? No, I'm not. So I just want to give a quick shout out to people: Lol, Tangi, Flat Reflection, Doctor Who, Manuel, all All word Mike Mac or Micmac, Just JP, Tree Dude, Morgan Marasteri, and I've probably got that wrong. Mr. Obvious, Rhonda Isa, We Mad Hatter, love that name. Wanda E, Shakti, Ragamuffin, Matt Lewis, Miguel Montoya, Experiment Elemental, Twinkle D, and a few Garnaball. Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, if anyone has just coined, I'm so excited. Yeah, Janice, Jan Giant. I asked questions in this video about are we living on giants? Some references from, because people have talked about it forever. We see it every day. And then you look at Enoch, and there's loads more, guys. If I can stretch it out to, honestly, I just read a couple of paragraphs and it's nearly an hour and 22. So what I've done, guys, I've not done my usual loads of nice intro video clips and so on. I'm basically, I start off, I tell you what's happening in the video, because people sometimes ask to me, Doctor Who was talking about doing things different, and this is just like a little preview, not trying to give away too much. But in essence, that I'm coming on, I'm talking to the screen, but I'm reading out from the screen, and I interject to put myself in a little corner type of thing. I'm just trying to different up, and I've just I must have read about just a couple of paragraphs and done an hour and 22 minutes. And when I'm excited, you guys should be, because when you are talking, for instance, like a little bit, like one of the if I remember right, so one of the angels who is escorting Enoch around is in charge of the earth, but also Tartaros. Tartaros, as you know, is famed for being the prison for the fallen. You know what I mean? So there's all things in this that all of us know and have read for a long time and just not put it together. And there's things in it, like you said, if you follow me on Twitter, you will see these things. The dot is the origin from which all signs start, and is there in almost in an, so essence. It was with the idea that the Masonic lodges of old expressed the secrecy of the guilds by the means of the dot. You watch me today, as people have said, www. dot. And that is starts of everything. But if you look at the dot, it looks like a star. And it also looks like something I will not show you tonight. So I just really do appreciate you guys coming in the pits, in the deep, the oblivion. I've done videos on hell, heaven. A lot of people think we're living in hell, we're living in purgatory, we are dreaming. There is a lot of theories out there. But what I honestly 100% guarantee everyone in the chat, whether you agree with me or not, when you see this video, you will say, yes, I can see your point. Doesn't mean it's that, but there's no way you can walk away out from it. And I'm so really excited. And the video is going to be called The Chamber. You know what I mean? So we're talking about the stars. I mean, it's like another verse. The one who builds his upper chambers in the heavens and founded his vaulted dome over the earth, he undo calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out in the face of the earth. You know what I mean? So it's told you from everywhere that theorized what we actually live in. I mean, there's another verse. I'll just read it out. I'll just show you. You can see. I'm just going to read it out. Seven heavens, old world, Micmac. Spot on. I don't mention the seven heavens in this, but in essence, I do mention the seven. And this gives you a little brief thing of what I'm talking about in the video. And this is in Revelation, I believe. The woman gives birth to a male child who is threatened by a dragon, identified as the devil and Satan, who intends to devour the child as soon as he is born. When the child is taken to heaven, the woman flees on eagle's wings into the wilderness And basically it talks about the place prepared of God for 1,260 days. Now, in another verse, it's talking about the heavens. I'm talking about the heavens, and we're talking about stars, and we're talking about them being cast out, being elves, gods, angels, fallen. And in antiquity, and for the last couple of thousand years before this, the actual North Pole, the North Star at that time, was Thuban in the Draco constellation. So it's funny that maybe in this time, when these things were written, that the North Star was a dragon. And we're talking about angels being cast out down to this realm, and we're in with them. Are we related? There's people talking about the bloodline, the serpent bloodline, all these things. You have to then look at if we are in Tartaros, in an enclosed chamber with these, are these what people are seeing? Now think about it. Now we have Nordic, have the 9 realms. Now I'm talking about chambers, rooms, burial chambers. Is there more chambers within to do this tree pattern, like a rooms in a house? You have a house, some of you who do have more than one bedroom or whatever, upstairs or downstairs, you will have a hallway, we call a hallway. You walk out of a bedroom, you walk down the hall, bedrooms, stairs. If you live on one floor, you still have a space where you walk down and you go into different rooms. Could it be like this? We have more than one rooms. Ancients and people from Tartar and Mudflood talked about how the so-called tunnel system goes all over this realm. Again, what we're saying, we're in an enclosed system. They call it the blue marble, which means petrified dead of El. And if they sent the L's down, cast them down, you can see where I'm coming from. So who else we got in? Miss Honeybee. Just looking, I'm going to ask a few questions and I'm going to go. I was so excited, guys, and I've just finished the video and I've just got to do my thoughts, and I'm like, I can't wait to show you guys. I really can't wait. So I thought, I'm just going to go live for a few seconds and actually show people what goes in his crazy head. I mean, for instance, I can show you these because it's not new. Oops, what happened then? Oh, it's doing some funky new. I only touched it. I've not broke it. People in the community have talked about this proof of flat Earth, the sign language. Now, if I said to you, we're in an enclosed system, yes, that's what people will say from that, but we're in a chamber. It's just words. I mean, if I put it on its side, I'm not going to say anything because this will be in the video. Look, stop it. It'll change when I put it on the screen. But look what the hands are doing. What number is that? I'm 3 of. Man is that supposed number. Remember, they always say it's the beast. We are beast at times. But that number is 666 neurons, carbons, and all that shite. Again, remember my old video? Mount Baru is at the centre of this realm. And I showed you 666, and we're talking about this. We're talking about this realm is an enclosed system. So you can see the excitement, and I am teasing you, elemental, and but guys, this is I'm buzzing. I nearly showed you my daughter then because she like I said, for anyone joining, the reason we're a bit late is because my daughter's been in ER or emergency A&E, we call it over here, and she had an allergic reaction to something really ill. Completely went numb all over, couldn't feel, couldn't move, and I spent the entire time in hospital with her. So we were in there for 15 hours, was it, or something like that. Eventually we got let out because she started to get close to when people know it's for beds over here. and she's just getting back on the mend now. So, you know, I've been occupied, so I've been working between that and looking after my mother. It's been, like I said, hell on earth. But, you know, I miss you guys. I'm just, you know, letting you guys know that I will not be long away. And any free time today, I've done it another few days and I'm done. I've just got to do my thoughts tomorrow. And I thought it'd be nice. I thought of Doctor Who straight away, thinking, you know, give a little sneak preview of people. Sometimes I just don't want people to get it and think, you know what, we don't need to watch it. But it's not like, you know what I mean? This is, and I'll read it out for you guys there. You can see it, it's highlighted. The angel who accompanies Enoch explains the dark pit as a place where the stars and the powers of heaven are imprisoned because they fail to arrive punctually. What was celestial breakdown again? Things in it are in this, guys. And if you miss it, you'll miss out. Obviously, there's talk of the dark pit and everything in there. So do not miss this, guys. It is something, you know what I mean? It's given me a pickup when I didn't think so. Anyone will ask me anything quick before I go? I'm glad that I've had a few people in today. And I'm going to progress this argument. This is just a start. But think of it this way, guys. You know, if we're in an enclosed system and there is way out to other, I do believe there's route to other underground things. I mean, look at the wording. What do the call the deep underground bases? Dumbs. Well, you know, why break it down to call it dumb? Because they call them as dumb. It's always been here. It's always been talk about. Maybe tomorrow, experimental. I've just got to film my thoughts. So barring any other emergency, I'm going to film the thoughts, my thought section tomorrow. I just thought, you know, I've got a quick half an hour here. I'm just going to get it to you guys. Now, this argument, when you see it, can progress. Like I said, it's not going to be the first video, but I've already got arguments for why is good and evil. People talk good and evil. But think about it, guys, when you really think about it today, of all the things that regard to an underground, being in an underground, but you can still have underground in the underground. I mean, they've only dug colour ball drills at 7.2 miles. That's what they say. So we have to take everything in a pinch of salt. Again, the etymology of celestial stars talks about salt also. Salt of the earth. And like I said, I slightly contradict myself. Again, we still could be in the realm of L11 because there's a room of the L's. But think of this. Why do I tell you guys? Why do we? Because like I said, I can't hold me water. Picture this, guy. So you have the celestial heavens. You have them cast down, whether they're angels or not. But they can be classed as L's. God divine. What if these were the base of our language? Cast down, they supposedly taught humans. These are some of the things I'm going to progress. How many that were cast down? And what video have I talked about a long time ago? Vowels. You know, could these be the vowels? Because if you're not followed me, you know the name vowels. A-E-I-O-U was a name attributed to God, but there's only 5. A-E-I-O-U. But sometimes Y, sometimes W. 7. 7. How many days of the week are there? Oh yes, 7. Why did they name them after the planets? And saying that these planets were dead or dies every day? Who knows? But you can just see what I'm coming to. Enoch talks about the 7 stars being cast out and cemented and frozen into mountains. How many continents have we have? 7. People have talked about living on giants. So you can see why I'm excited about this. And we're all in an enclosed system. A lot of people even can agree on that, whether you think it's a crater, flat, concave. I don't care what people believe it. Personally, you respect each other, you respect me. You can live on whatever you want. It can be assimilation. I don't care. I care about people. You know what I mean? And not enough people are like this. We have some great people in the chat. But from this video, even though it's like people talk under the dome, under the Thunderdome, we're in under a dome. That's what they say. Operation, the glass ball thing. It's in a rocket and it bang like a bell. Or are we in an enclosed system? People have talked about hollow earth, thinking we are on top and the hollow earth is down below. What if we are in the hollow earth? We are the ant people. These are all things that, excite me, and hopefully, guys, they will excite you. And this is just a little heads up to say that the new video isn't enough done. I've done the art for it. And I've just got to do my thoughts, and I've got to keep the thoughts down a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to town on the 7 because it's not that. I just wanted to show you to start off with, like, we're in an enclosed system. We're actually in a chamber, whether it's a burial chamber or, is there other places? I do believe there's more tunnels going to other places. There's a lot of evidence for that. And do people travel between? Who knows? And there can still be obviously the Yanis Islands for the gateways and transitions. And you will excite. For instance, if you missed me chat with Ryder the other day, I mean, look at the word, and it talks about in Genesis, God created dry dirt, called it land. That's DNAL. That is DNA for the mitochondrial Homo sapien. What is also 7 deadly? 7 deadly sins. It's like the 7 stars that fell. Could that be based on something? Could it be telling you we're in a dome? Could an ancient, old, occult Masonic symbol show you we are in an earth with a specific letter inside saying we are in earth? I don't know. I don't just show you the video now and get it over and done with without thoughts. That would be the easy thing. But you can see how excited I am. It give me a little pick me up. I needed it after the week I've had. Well, it seems to be a long time, but you know what I mean. Be excited. And I say to people, I don't want people to make a Twitter if you're not on it, because I know people don't like to, but I do seem to get abused when I say people, you're on Twitter. Oh no, or on Instagram. When you create content, you like to share your stuff. So if you are on those things, just look for What the Flock TV. You will see stuff that you will not see. You know what I mean? So, all right, I'm gonna say goodbye. I've got Ryder messaging me there. I'll get back to you in a minute if he's watching. But yeah, you have to just see. I'm so get out of this. Why is this? Do you know when your phone just goes completely do it? So that really got to me about the things. You know what I mean? And there's loads of things going in the video, but we're not going to show you. See that? See how quick that was, guys? Famous symbol that. Could that be an enclosed system? And there's another one that I've not even showed you, but there's so much in it, guys, that I'm going to tell you, don't miss out. Don't miss out. You know what I mean? I've not even put this in it, and I was thinking, should I? But people talk about Agatha, and look what that means. Zoom in. Come on. Where is it not working? The light. Summoned. How ominous is that? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Okay, Casey's talking about, always thought G was a generator. Should I tell you guys? Should I give you a little clue? If everyone knows what that is, the etymology for that is earth. Enough said. I'm just using the stuff, guys. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about we're in an enclosed system, and that thing that I showed you, which I actually showed you, the geode. And also, you might thinking, well, what's these V's? Well, there's a description in it, and that I won't tell you. That actually says what it is. Geo means Earth. You have it's surrounded by on both sides with two V's. And like I said, people have watched me old crystal videos about how lightning, like piezoelectric, is created because we're in an enclosed system and pressure is put on it. So you can see why I'm excited. And guys, hopefully it'll be tomorrow or Tuesday. It's going to be the next couple of days. Do not miss it. And I can 100% say if any other people come up with this, honestly, it's changed me. If that's possible, do you know what I mean? So you can see how excited I am, and I've given you way too much clues, but you've not got long to wait. And when you having, when you drill, it's called boring, but you're also bore children. Why would you say that? So there's loads in it. There's old spell etymologies that I've done on the serpent seed. Serpent is in it because it talks about something being enclosed. There's loads in it, guys. That are all videos that I've not had the nous to put together. And me doing that spell etymology last week of Celestial talking about being in the enclosed system of the host ties into what I have done. The V, the compass, the chevron, you can call them many, 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 many things. Ben's in the house. This video people will be, like I said, Ben's done videos on things like this. Other people have done videos saying there's underground tunnels and stuff, but we are actually in it. And then we have one underneath. So you can actually just see why I'm excited and why you guys should be, because I'm showing you that we're in an enclosed system, and they've showed you, we see it every day that we're in a geode, the Great Rift. It's always been there. We've just not chosen to see it. And people have talked about, oh, we're in hollow earth, we're in concave, we're in flat. And I've been saying for years, what if it's all of the above? You know what I mean? People are talking about vaults, domes. This is what this is talking about. And it's crazy because it's always been there. I mean, I've not even put this in it, the old symbol for the universe, bullseye, but also it's like you're inside an enclosed system. So there's so much going in this, guys. And you can see why I'm excited. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say hello to anyone, some stuff. So he's watching. We have Arian or Arian. Now, this is what I'm saying. Anyone with eyes know we're in an enclosed system, correct? I've done videos on it for years, but people are talking about how it's just an enclosed system. I'm talking about we're in an enclosed system, Aaron, or Erin. Do you know what I mean? People have talked about it. I've done videos. Again, this is not a new theory, but the stuff I'm showing with etymology of celestial, because people talk, oh, the celestial stars, heavens, the fallen angels coming from the celestial and the stars. You even have saints saying we're stardust. People saying, oh, I'm the bloodline of the Nephilim. If we're in an enclosed system and something's fell, you will interbreed. So you can just see the point. And whereas people are saying we're on an Earth, which is GE from geode, and we're having a firmament of some sorts. People talk at crater Earth. We're in underground. That's what I'm basically going to say in this, with actually showing you loads of evidence for it. I'm not saying it's fact, by all means, no, because I ain't good enough and I ain't clever enough. But once you watch the video, you will go like that. So I'm going to say Rebecca Mardis, All World Mimic, or I think that's it. DJ Emo, Arian. Like I said, I'm just sort of your comment again. We hunt noble truth. This ain't new. What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's just my theory. By all means, no, because I know smarter people, better people have been talking about this for years, but they've not really said, oh yeah, we're in a closed system. Not many people have talked about we're actually underground. Showed you secret society symbols are this, putting it all together. And this is just a journey. Like I said, I'm up to an hour and 22 minutes. And I'm really excited. And it just bringing home what I've been talking about for so long, guys. You know what I mean? Are we in not only in an enclosed system, but is that enclosed system under the ground? Are we the dumbs? Are we living in the dumb? So I will say goodbye. I'm just going to go up and see if I missed anyone. Hugh Garden. Is it Garden? Yeah. Gadan. Shakti. Just Frank. Well, just Frank saying, could it be just a chunk of the dome? Dome of the rock? Dome. So we're actually in a system. I can't tell you anymore because I don't want to, but there's a description that says, basically describes a dome and arch, but a V-shaped. And that's all coming. You got the milk. So there's loads of it. Dragon Sage, Mark Lewis, Astrolog. I can't pronounce it. Adasin, Starlight, Three Fingers. See, my voice is going now because I've not prepared myself. Christy C. So, guys, please don't miss it. Keep your eyes peeped to it. You won't regret it. You know what I mean? And it's funny that because I was thinking about that old world mimic, that when you go into what they called astrology places, or what's it called? And sometimes they do the stars and everything that goes around. You know what I mean? So you just think of that, but we're actually in an enclosed system. You know what I mean? And that a lot of theories, once you start thinking, yeah, we're underground, make bloody sense. Really do make sense. And again, I've got loads in it. So I want to say goodbye, Ruminate. Thank you for coming. So, guys, yep, this was just a quick video saying hello. The video's coming soon. Like I said, my daughter's been very unwell in the hospital. That's held me back even more. So I just wanted to, put my head above the parapet, as you said. Tell people I'm all right, because some people are saying, where have they gone? So things like that. I mean, even like I'm no good at maths, but people talk about the 47th problem of Euclid, or think he's a theorem. I forgot his name now. Pythagoras. And could the actual angle of the rock be 47 degrees? So things like that, innit, guys? So I just want to let you guys know I'm okay. uh, Pray for me, don't, keep her in your thoughts. It's been a scary few days. Well, it's actually been over a week because she was really ill last week and didn't want to go to hospital. And this week it got even worse and we had to go. So, guys, take care, stay safe, always with a smile. And I've been 45 minutes. I've been on. I only wanted 5 minutes. It's you guys. I just don't want to go. So stay safe, guys. See you soon. Please keep your eye for the. I will premiere this because it's too exciting not to. And I know, I don't say hopefully you'll enjoy it. I know you will. Bye, guys. Stay safe. Bye.